Branya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered human anymore.
Yikes, so serious. I was just curious.
Huh? Go.
Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Pela and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background. But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal.
Ah, Geomarrow! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is definitely not for sale.
A photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it!
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog Public Security Ordinance number... Wait, that's a nice picture! And it's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome! Can Hook have it? You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
You know what I mean.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before? It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
Hey, that's not your line. We're here to take a photo, remember?
Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses? Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Val. Big brother, March, Danhung. Thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on. Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
It's been more than a decade. I'm so glad to see you in the hotel lobby again, Mr. Goethe.
Unbelievable. Feels like it was just yesterday that I was showing you around the hotel all those years ago. I'm too old to remember a lot of things, but that day, I remember clearly as ever.
Since the passage between the overworld and underworld has opened up again, it's about time we shared some tips with each other. Hotel manager to hotel manager.
Of course, of course. I was worried before that after losing customers from the overworld, you would go out of business, but your establishment is still alive and well, all thanks to your superb management.
You flatter me, Goethe. My hotel is getting refurbished. I'll be sure to invite you to visit again when the work is all done.
Weather's pretty nice, huh?
Time to ask for the bill.
Come around and have a look.
You know what I mean.
The inauguration ceremony went very smoothly. I didn't expect so many underworlders to come and listen to the address. Everyone seemed supportive, too. Seems like Branya made a pretty good impression on them. And possibly, may always think ahead. If those two approve of Branya, then everyone following Wildfire won't question her either. Of course I was! I was just hidden in the crowd. I'm glad you didn't notice me. Means I'm doing something right. I want to protect Branya in my own way. She wanted me to stand next to her, but I'm glad I stuck to my guns. Besides, I'm not sure I could handle that many people staring at me. No doubt. I figured that out back in the underworld. Leave? So soon? I thought you'd stay for a few more days, at least until everything had calmed down. Oh, I get it. People are waiting for you to go back so you can keep traveling, right? Shame. I thought we'd have more time to discuss all the crazy things you guys like to talk about. Looks like that'll have to wait till next time. And before you say anything, there will be a next time. I know we'll meet again.
就任式は無事に終わったわね。まさかあんなに仮想部の人たちが聞きに来るとは思わなかったわ。それにみんな新たな守護者を支持していた。ブローニャは彼らにいい印象を与えられたみたいね。もちろんいたに決まってるでしょ。ただ人混みの中に紛れてたの。あんたたちが私に気づかなかったってことは目標は達成ね。私は自分なりのやり方でブローニャの安全を守りたかったのよ。彼女は私が隣に立つことを望んだけど、離れたところにいた方がいいと思ったの。そもそも私は大勢の視線を浴びることに慣れてないしね。その可能性はあるわね。あの二人は用意周到だから。二人がブローニャを認めている以上、遅延に付き従う人たちも疑問は持たないはずよ。当然でしょ。仮想部にいた時から私には分かってたわ。離れる？こんなに早く？少なくとも状況が安定するまであと数日くらいはって思ってたんだけど。ああ、なるほど。あんたたちを待ってる人がいるのね。それでこれからも旅を続けるんでしょ。残念。もっと時間があったら私の知らないような話を聞かせてもらおうと思ってたのに。どうやらそれは次の機会になりそうね。無理だなんて言わないでよ。私は信じてるの。あんたたちとはいつかきっと再会できるってね。
一歩一歩泥に足を取られることを恐れて下を向いて歩いていたら、その足取りは次第に重くなり、士気さえも下がってしまう。でももし仰ぎ見るものがあれば希望を持って前へ進める。足取りは軽くなり、たとえつまずいて転んでもすぐに立ち上がって 再び歩き出せる。このことを教えてくれてありがとう、開拓者。
If you walk with your head down and your heart full of fear, your steps will grow heavier and your spirit will suffer. But if you find something to look up to and move forward with hope, then your steps will grow lighter. And if you should fall, you'll be on your feet before you know it. Thank you for teaching me this, Trailblazers.
It's getting late. Where to now? It's getting late. Where to now?
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, eh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No, I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kasky will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Dawnhung.
you sleep. I'm full of energy myself. You poor thing. I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Have you heard of the rightful right?
Here we are at last. It's sad to say goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
Himiko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you. I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Get some rest on the express. Jarilo-VI was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himiko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
There thinking this guy would gradually open up.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here. Where's our next stop? I can't wait!
Shh, wait a minute. I'm busy. Got it. Oh yeah, you can't see the screen. Let me explain. I was just pulling for a gotcha capsule, you know, the kind you can't get in games. As for the result, I got a 5-star prize in one go. The top prize. You simply don't understand. In games, skill is one thing, luck is another. If you want to win all the time, you need to have both. The former can be acquired through practice, but the latter depends on talent. The flow of luck in the parlor car is very favorable today. The best strategy is to pull for the desired target after confirming and canceling 3 times in a row. Let's be clear about one thing first. This is just my intuition. It may not work for you, and I am not responsible for any suboptimal results. Anyway, have a happy day. Here's a little gift for you. I hope everything works out as well for you as it has for me. Stand at the edge of the board, at a point equidistant from the seats on either side, facing the viewing window opposite the aisle. Align your eyes with the Void Song Whales hologram near the ceiling and open the interface. Then pull for the prize after confirming and canceling 3 times in a row. This is the best strategy for obtaining the desired prize. Let's be clear about one thing first. This is just my intuition. It may not work for you, and I am not responsible for any suboptimal results. Stand at the edge of the board, at a point equidistant from the seats on either side, facing the viewing window opposite the aisle. Align your eyes with the Void Song Whales hologram near the ceiling and open the interface. Then pull for the prize after confirming and canceling 3 times in a row. This is the best strategy for obtaining the desired prize. Let's be clear about...
The last time I was out in the field, there was a crying child. I'd seen him before many times at the clinic. He'd heard all my usual stories. But that day, no matter what I said to him, he wouldn't listen. So I told him about the Express, and eventually he stopped crying and started asking so many questions. Can you see the Express in Boulder Town? Why does it fly in the sky? Who's the conductor? Actually, I didn't need any answers. He made them all up himself. the stars exploded, and the Express has to go everywhere to pick up all the pieces, and that's why it flies up in the sky. The Express has lots of Express friends, and it wants to find them and play together. Imagination is the source of all existence. Children need only their imagination to understand the Express. The next time I'm back in Belobog, I'll tell them I boarded the Express. And I'm sure they'll give me 100 different explanations of how it happened.
Stand at the edge of the board, at a point equidistant from the seats on either side, facing the viewing window opposite the aisle. Align your eyes with the Void Song Whales hologram near the ceiling and open the interface. Then pull for the prize after confirming and canceling 3 times in a row. This is the best strategy for obtaining the desired prize. Let's be clear. Stand at the edge of the board, at a point equidistant from the seats on either side, facing the viewing window opposite the aisle. Align your eyes with the Void Song Whales hologram near the ceiling and open the interface. Then pull for the prize after confirming and canceling 3 times in a row. This is the best strategy for obtaining the desired prize. Let's let's be clear about stand at the edge of the board, at a point equidistant from the seats on either side. Let's be clear about
The Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help. Klapoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus. Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Jarilo-VI. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. Is a Stellaron, there's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Sure, ask away. We've got plenty of time. You're most welcome. Have some rest. You've earned it.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out of topics. I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Jarilo-VI is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime soon. But the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron. Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I hope Jarilo-VI sees that too. I too wish to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much. Likewise. Get some sleep. We'll be heading off again soon.